Men's basketball set yet another program record, and women's tennis open up their season with a home victory.
All of that and so much more on this week's edition of Monday Minutes.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Elizabeth Norton.
And I'm Elise Lobb.
The men's and women's basketball team faced off in the Battle of the Birds against FGCU this weekend.
The women's team fought hard, but the long ball was the difference in this matchup. Claire Ioannidis led the team with 14 points. Kadisha Johnson had 10 points and led the team with 9 rebounds. The Ospreys lost 65-38.
We battled throughout, but obviously didn't come up with the result that we wanted. They defend very, very well, and I thought that was a big part of it for us in terms of our execution, or lack thereof, and the things we wanted to do offensively. They did a really good job of taking us out of our stuff. We had some segments or moments, I should say, when we did some really good things, but just wasn't enough. And defensively, they shot 13 for 47 from the three-point line. Honestly, I really would take that. So I think a lot of that from a defensive standpoint, giving them 65 points, them shooting 35% from the field isn't all bad, but it is when you're not scoring on the other end.
I mean, like Coach said, their defense is obviously pretty solid, but every defensive team, has flaws in it, and I think that we just didn't execute the way that we know that we can. So, I mean, yeah, their defense was good, but our offense we didn't play like we can. So,
I'm overall happy with how we battled and competed. We out-rebounded them, which is a step in the right direction for us in reference to how we've been rebounding over the last couple games. So we'll take the positives from it, move on, and continue the process of getting better.
It's almost been a whole year since the men's basketball team lost a home game.
The team extend their winning streak to 18 and ride an 8-game winning streak, which is a program record.
Bow Beach had the team high 27 points and 8 rebounds. Dallas Moore had 18 points of his own along with 8 assists. DeMarcus Daniels provided 13 points off the bench in the 82-76 win. The Ospreys are now 7-0 in conference play.
It's really cool to coach a team like this. For 28 years I've been doing this, and I'm pretty positive that we'll never have a group of guys like this again. And I'm not saying we're not going to win more. That's not my point. But my point is a group of guys that got incredibly thick skin and really understand what you have to do in certain times. And though we were not very good in a lot of different areas, we were great in the left column. And if you look at our 6 losses and you look at the people who beat us, and then you look at the rest of our schedule and you look at what these guys have done to go through this first half of the season, to be 7-0 right now and 29-3 against teams of our level in last calendar 2015 and 2016. It's an incredible ride. My wife said, make sure, the other day she told me, make sure you stay on the boat because the ride's really going to be fun.
I thought in the first half we played a little slow, which played into their advantage a little bit. And then we had a good spurt towards the end of the half to get up by 3. Dallas had a big-time 3. And then in the second half, I thought defensively we made a few adjustments that really helped us. We just get rebounds and then just play fast. And the faster we play, the better we are because we have so many guys that can dribble and pass and shoot. So once we got playing faster and faster, I thought, of course we started making more shots, so we started playing better. But that's just how we play. And once we found that rhythm, it was a good second half for us, and we built that lead.
Well, we were, just wanted to slow the game down, make sure we got a good shot towards the end of the shot clock. And so Dallas came off the screen, and I think Simmons was sitting very deep in his ball screen coverage. So I knew he was going to pull up. And when he shot the ball, I knew I was free because my man contested the shot. So if he missed, I was just going to be there to tap it in, and I just happened to be there.
I thought we made a great run. I told him during the timeout, you guys put all these people in the stands, not me. They're not coming here to see me coach or David Lamb to wipe the floor. They're coming here to see you guys play. And I said your energy and your urgency right now does not equate to what they're coming here to see. And to their credit, they raised their level. And 9 assists, thank you. 9 assists in the second half is who we are. And I'm just really proud of these guys.
Halfway through conference play, let's take a look at the schedule for both basketball teams. The women travel to Stetson on Thursday, February 4th, and visit Florida Gulf Coast Saturday, February 6th.
The men will be home against Stetson tonight, February 1st at 7 p.m., then go to Fort Myers on Saturday, February 6th to play Florida Gulf Coast. All of these games can be seen on ESPN3.
Women's tennis hosted their match against South Carolina State on Saturday. This was their first home match, and they did not disappoint.
The Ospreys won 4-0, sweeping the Bulldogs. Later that day, faced 35th ranked FSU and lost 1-4.
After upsetting Cornell, men's tennis still had to travel to Westchester, New York to face off with Columbia. The Ospreys lost to 15th ranked Columbia 1-6. Yannick Zern was able to capture the lone victory against the Lions.
Both men and women's tennis have home matches before they hit the road.
The women's team will play Flagler College Friday, February 5th at 11 a.m. before heading down to Orlando to face UCF Wednesday, February 10th.
The men's team will host Louisiana Lafayette Tuesday, February 9th, then travel to play UCF on Saturday, February 13th.
The Osprey swim team competed in a tri-meet against Vanderbilt and Marshall in Nashville.
Amy Taylor took hold of another UNF record. She now holds the best time in the 1,000 freestyle.
Despite their efforts, the Ospreys lost 204-54 to Vanderbilt and 188-72 to Marshall. The Ospreys now get ready for the CCSA Championship starting February 17th.
Well, that's all we have for you on this week's edition of Monday Minutes. From all of us here at Osprey Sports Network, I'm Elizabeth Norton.
And I'm Elise Lobb.
Have a great week, and go Ospreys!